Hey, this is Mario Armstrong with BDPA TV 2008 Technology Conference. Right now with Ademola Solaru with the BDPA. How are you, sir?
I'm doing real good.
Welcome to the show. And of course, you may know this guy as well, Norman Mays. Norman, how you doing?
Thank you. Doing very well. Thank you.
And we grabbed these two gentlemen because we wanted to talk a little bit about the IT Corps. Some of you may have heard about this, but let's go ahead and have Ademola. Why don't you define what the IT Corps is about? What does it do?
What the IT Corps is about is actually it's about community service. It's about taking the kids who are mentored through the BDPA programs and having them actually apply that knowledge in their local communities according to the priorities in those communities. We want to make sure that we're not learning about computers for computer's sake. It's about actually affecting the world and changing it radically. And one interesting aspect of it now is the international IT Corps, which is taking this show on the road and going to other countries. We've even seeded that in Tanzania this year, and we've got some folks even at this conference who are looking to basically jumpstart that in Tanzania next year.
Yeah. This is a big deal, right? I mean, because what I hear from you when you say this IT Corps and you say it's not just about the computers, it sounds like we're talking about major activism as it relates to technology, knowledge, education, and intelligence. And if we can apply technology to activism, you can really have a much faster, much broader, and much more substantial impact, it sounds like.
That is correct.
So how does this work then globally then with this initiative overseas?
Well, what we've done is, Ademola said, we've been to Tanzania and to Zanzibar, and we've interacted with folks at the summit for Leon Sullivan Summit, 8th Summit, and we've met with heads of state and different people from NGOs, and we're lining up host countries for us to go visit in the outcoming years, with 2009 being a visit to Ethiopia, and in 2010, other countries. Tanzania could be one, and a whole series of countries. And we're beginning on the continent of Africa, but this is a global effort. So not just on the continent, but we will end up eventually 5 to 10 years out being around the world with BDPA.
Now, how are other countries, or specifically Tanzania and others, how are they receiving this information or this opportunity? Because this is an emerging market that you're talking about, right? So what's their reception been like?
The receptivity has been overwhelming. You see, there's one thing to know historically is that these are countries that the way that they've dealt with the United States is as a recipient of some kind of service, and we have sort of been the donors. So some of the more benign types of efforts have been, take some computers, ship it over there, show somebody how to use the computer and so forth. Rather, this is one of the things that they really do want is the knowledge. They want us to transfer some of the knowledge base there. So that's very, very key in an emerging market that you're actually transferring information and also sharing, because we know that the kids here are going to be learning a lot from them.
And so lastly, you're connecting the kids here to the kids there, right? And how are you accomplishing that?
Well, one of the things we're doing at the end of our high school computer competition, we're selecting 5 students who will form a team and 2 chaperones. And that team will then go during the summer of the upcoming year to the designated country. While there, they will interact with peers on community-related projects. And once they return to the U.S., they'll continue to be in touch via email and blogging and everything. So the old pen pal, but in the electronic today's form.
Yeah, taking advantage of social media tools and the internet. Yeah, I want to be a chaperone. I'm putting my bid in now. I'm putting my bid in now. I'm sure there's going to be a long line of people trying to be chaperones.
Yes, everybody's asking.
All right. And last question is words of advice for young people. What would you say to them, real quickly?
I would say jump in feet first right now. Get out there. The one thing, we do believe in the kids. You can change the world. You really can. And so get out here and bring what you have, what you know right now, because there's somebody somewhere who wants to share that knowledge with you.
Good stuff.
And join BDPA and get involved.
There you go. All right, there you have it. IT Corps for the BDPA. I'm Mario Armstrong with BDPA TV. We'll be back with more. Stay tuned. You are now watching BDPA TV.